B-list actress Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, are not going to be pleased when they find this out.
To me, this does not help Blake Lively's case at all.
Spare no expense. We are not going to be intimidated into settling.
She played with fire, and now she got burned. This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
Blake Lively and her dragon, Ryan Reynolds, are facing serious trouble, all thanks to Justin Baldoni's refusal to back down. This lawsuit is far from disappearing anytime soon, and Blake can already feel the mounting pressure. She knows that if she falters, everything will collapse, and she's doing everything in her power to avoid that. But there's one big problem. Justin isn't interested in a quiet, behind-the-scenes resolution. No, he wants the world to witness every detail of what's unfolding, and is determined to take this fight all the way to court. His lawyer is speaking on his behalf, making it clear that he's not backing down.
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon, but it's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
Blake assumed that Justin Baldoni would eventually give up, thinking he lacked the resources to fight them. She was partly right, but also terribly wrong. While it's true that high-profile legal battles are expensive and Blake and Ryan have far more money than Justin, what she doesn't realize is that Justin isn't paying for his lawyer at all. In a surprising turn of events, a billionaire has stepped in to support him, completely changing the dynamics of the situation.
One of the co-founders of Wayfarer, his production company, is Steve Sorowitz. And there's no sorrow with him because Steve Sorowitz is a billionaire.
Blake and Ryan once had the financial upper hand, but with Justin Baldoni's billionaire ally, Steve Sorowitz, that advantage has vanished. Blake may have dragons, but Justin has a dragon slayer. Accusations of harassment can ruin a career unless completely disproven, and unless Blake issues an unconditional apology and writes an 8-figure check, Justin is ready to take this case all the way to a verdict, just like Johnny Depp did. To make matters worse for Blake, her legal team doesn't seem to be handling things well. They should be advising her to settle, but she's refused to apologize. Worse yet, she's not even considering retracting her claims that Justin is a sexual harasser. She's doubling down as though her entire career isn't at stake. This has gone beyond a legal battle. It's now a full-scale war in the courtroom and the media, with neither side willing to back down. But let's shift focus to Justin for a moment. Unlike the typical Hollywood scandal where celebrities scramble to protect their image, Justin isn't playing the PR game. He's not hiding, not offering desperate settlements. He's standing his ground like a man with nothing to lose. He's determined to clear his name, and is leaving no stone unturned.
To clear his name. And I think that's what's happening here. I don't think Blake Lively, and certainly Ryan Reynolds, they don't need money from Justin Baldoni. They're A-list celebrities, and they're worth a lot. And same thing, I think Justin Baldoni, obviously money is going to be more important to him, but he's fighting for his survival right now. If you have a reputation in Hollywood as being a harasser, that's a quick way to never make another film here again.
Because let's face it, Hollywood has a notorious way of ruining careers over mere allegations, and Justin isn't about to let that be his fate. He's fighting not just for his reputation, but for his future. More than anything, he wants his good name restored and to regain his position at the talent agency that dropped him the moment the accusations came to light.
Justin Baldoni has reportedly been dropped from his talent agency WME after co-star Blake Lively, who is also represented by WME, filed a legal complaint accusing him of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment on set of their blockbuster hit It Ends With Us.
If Justin settles, people will assume he has something to hide, and that would spell the end of his career. He knows this, which is why he's taking this fight all the way. And guess what? The courts are backing him up. Justin's legal team has already informed Judge Lewis Land that any settlement discussions are premature. In other words, this case is going to trial. No IFS, ands, or buts about it. There will be no mediation, no quiet backroom deals, and no sweeping this under the rug. Judge Lan agrees, setting the stage for what promises to be one of Hollywood's biggest legal battles in March 2026. But here's where things get even messier. This lawsuit isn't just a legal headache for Blake. It's the start of a full-scale career collapse. Her once thriving hair care line, which she relentlessly promoted during the Attend With Us tour, is now tanking. As the controversy intensifies, people have begun boycotting her brand, sales are dropping, and investors are pulling out faster than she can manage the damage.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit.
Blake's credibility is in shambles, and her brand is paying the price. But if you think that's bad, just wait, because Betty Buzz, her cocktail line, is next on the chopping block. This isn't just a lawsuit anymore. It's a total career collapse, and she's watching it unfold in real time. And as for Ryan, he's feeling the heat too. Disney is not happy, not even a little bit. Rumor has it that Ryan allegedly mocked Justin Baldoni in some scenes of Deadpool 3, and now the studio isn't amused. Word on the street is that he's been ordered to tone down his edgy humor, or he's out of Deadpool entirely. Imagine that, Deadpool without Ryan Reynolds. It sounds insane, but Disney isn't playing around. Apparently, they didn't take kindly to Ryan's alleged bullying of Justin, and now they're making him pay for it. He either waters down his humor, or steps aside.
To me, this does not help Blake Lively's case at all. This pettiness, these jokes, this isn't something you joke about. I'm with Justin's lawyer on this. This is a hugely sad thing to discover that Blake and Ryan thought this was worthy fodder to joke about, because I don't find it funny. And I thought we weren't supposed to find it funny. It's not a he said, she said. Why were you cracking jokes about it in the movie? I'm sorry.
But here's where it gets even more shocking. Money. And not just a little. We're talking $400 million. Interview 8.
Actor and director Justin Baldoni has sued his co-star Blake Lively and her husband, Deadpool actor Ryan Reynolds, for defamation. Baldoni's suit seeks at least $400 million for damages that include lost future income.
That's the kind of money at stake in this lawsuit. And guess what? Evaluators have dug into Blake and Ryan's finances, and if they lose this legal battle, they could go bankrupt. Years of hard work, gone, just like that. Starting over wouldn't be easy, especially if Hollywood closes its doors on them. But this isn't just a lawsuit, it's a full-blown disaster. The fallout is spreading fast. Blake and Ryan are brand ambassadors for some of the world's biggest companies, but corporations hate bad press. If this lawsuit continues to drag their names through the mud, those multi-million-dollar endorsements? Gone. Just like their reputations. At some point, you have to wonder, was it worth it? All Blake had to do was apologize. Just swallow her pride, admit she was wrong, and move on. But no, she thought she could take down Justin. Now, it looks like Justin is taking them down, and is doing it in the most ruthless, legal way possible. It's hard to see them walking away from this unscathed. And honestly, they did this to themselves. Hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated.
The judge in Blake Lively's case just slapped down their psychopathic request.
And the court said no.
Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning Blake Lively got a big loss. Are her lawyers dumb? Is this truly a win for Justin and a loss for Blake?
Absolutely a win for Justin, and you're absolutely right, Andy, in your interpretation of the document. What they said is basically, they told you to go, you have to go meet and confer, and see if you can come up with more narrow requests.
There's a lot of this sort of like Blake complaining that they're evading the privacy, they're doing all this, but then meanwhile, right, she's on Saturday Night Live with Ryan making jokes, hitting back. I mean, is it not a little hypocritical? Is this a bad look of her if she's trying to tell the courts that we should stop talking about this?
I'm not asking anyone to not believe anyone. I am more than willing to take every single text message that exists out there, lay them out, put them on a website for the world to see, have them see the truth and determine the truth for themselves.
I see a bully a bully attacking somebody. The bully being Blake Lively and our powerful lawyers. And thank goodness Justin's got support to be able to fight back.
Justin Baldoni has built his brand and is known for supporting women, believing women. So why in this case should people not believe Blake Lively?
I'm not asking anyone to not believe anyone. I am more than willing to take every single text message that exists out there, lay them out, put them on a website for the world to see, have them see the truth and determine the truth for themselves.
In Baldoni universe, a judge is allowing the internet to join court. Not entirely for the whole court case, but for this Thursday, we'll be sharing live audio, not video, just audio of what goes.
Who else has a question?
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan.
Great. Why? What have you heard? Lively and her actor husband Ryan Reynolds want to keep their messages with seemingly their A-list friends out of the hands of the public.
Justin Baldoni is not paying his legal bills, which are...
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
There was a feud between the two, and that they positively hated one another because they were promoting this film and these articles started leaking, really initially not in Justin's favor at first, basically saying that he had been inappropriate on TMZ, saying that he asked her about her weight and because he had to lift her for a scene.